this is your warm-up, pre-practice or pre-game, you're pretty much doing nothing to create any blood flow or activation of your body. So I'm gonna show you a proper warm-up, either for pre-game, pre-practice, even post-game or post-practice, as well as if you're just going into a workout yourself at the field or at the court. Work on these. Promise you, you'll get way more out of it. Shouldn't be longer than 5 to 10 minutes. Starting with a band, right? Just working banded reverse out knee pain, right? You can go staggered stance, or you can bend both, flex one, bend both, flex the other, or you can go double leg. You wanna do this for 2 to 3 minutes straight. Your knees are gonna be on fire, but they're not gonna be fatigued for the session. That's the key point. Once we work those, we then wanna open up any areas that are tight. So we wanna start with an elephant walk, right? Just getting here, flexing, holding for 2 to 3 seconds, really trying to curl up and open up hamstring to glute, right? Wherever level you're at. If you're here, cool. Cool. Just like that, right? Then you really wanna get to lower levels. Once we open up those areas, then we wanna work on the lower leg and prepare it for the force that we're gonna produce into the ground. If our lower legs are tight or weak, it's a serious issue, and that causes ankle or knee injuries often. So tibialis raises, I would say 2 sets of 20 reps is pretty legit. Getting up here, just body weight alone, the further you are, the more difficult it'll be, and if you can't get up all the way, and it's really, this is on fire, this front side of the leg, just work up closer. Keep repping it. Right, you can lean forward to get more tension. 2 sets, 20 reps. Turn around. We then want to go for a knee over toe calf raise. Bend the knee, roll the hips forward. Try to get that Achilles stretch at the bottom. Come up in a calf raise. Hold, back down to position. Come up, back down. You want to get 2 sets of 12 reps each side. If you can't do single leg, just go double leg. You can use a wall or a fence, whatever you have. Coming up, back down, really trying to push flex this tibialis muscle that we just did. Try to get that Achilles to the ground. Once we work 2 sets, tibialis raise and bent knee calf raise, we can then get into isometrics. There's 2 isometrics I want to use to get the most out of my session. Okay, it's a calf isometric, 1 minute hold, 1 set, already getting in that bent knee position, and we're just holding in that calf raise. This is gonna really target the soleus muscle and work on that knee tendon as well to make you prepared for the session. You wanna get to that shaking point, hold for a minute, each side. Hold, 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 right? You see my leg already shaking. That's a good goal to get to. You wanna continue to hold this for a minute. Then we wanna work on a split squat isometric. So we're in a slight split squat. The knee is not over the toe. We're just here, and we're keeping this back leg straight. We're gonna try and drive this hip flexor forward, but also kick back and fire the hamstring and glute here. So I'm trying to go like this, and I'm holding like this for a minute, 30 seconds to a minute. Hold in here. I'm trying to kick the back leg forward and this front leg back, firing the hip flexor and the hamstring. Kicking into the ground, trying to get this to fire, 30 seconds to a minute, hold. Next thing we got, just a little bit of plyometrics to work on before you get into any running or jumping, pre-practice stuff, right? Ankle hops, you can call them whatever you want, mini bounds, whatever you're gonna call them, okay? We're just here, not letting the heel touch the ground, and just bouncing. You can work single leg, both sides, but we're not letting the heel touch the ground, and we're just going mini calf raises. We're just here. I like to get 30 reps. Maybe 2 sets is good. This is just gonna activate the quad and the tendons to be able to handle whenever you're in a weird position on the field. Right? Let's say you're a receiver and you land a certain way. You just wanna prepare for these different scenarios, these unnatural scenarios that may happen, okay? Once we work on the ankle hops, we wanna work on some deep squat jumps. Just working the bottom fourth. So if you wanna watch this real quick, so I'm just here, getting both feet off the ground, but I'm staying low. I like to work on these 20 reps, 2 sets with the ankle hops. You know, as an athlete, we often train just to 90 degrees, and then when we get into these crazy positions on the ground, we then have all these injuries happen. So why don't we work on getting prepared here as well? Next 2 things, a backward sprint, right? Not a back pedal, but a sprint. Okay, then we're going forward sprint, right? Working that, start with the jog if you have to, but this is not a back pedal. You wanna open up and get longer stride lengths going backward. So we're here, and then a front sprint, forward, Work on those 2 to 3 times, turn it up each time, and then explosive skips. Last one here. So we're here. I'll go back for you, right? Think of the calf raise every single time and land, not on heel, but on ball of foot. So we're here, get as high as we can, land, land, land. Do these at the pace that you can handle, and that is it. This is a full warm-up. Should take you no longer than 5 to 10 minutes. Work on this, trust me, instead of what you've previously done, or work on this before if you have to because your coach is telling you to. Promise you will have an advantage over the athletes you play. And as always, stay locked in.